Historical foundations. Egyptian god-kings and Roman divine emperors molded civilizations through religion and government. Egyptian pharaohs used their divinity to gain power. Christianity helped the Romans manage their vast empire. Islamic caliphs ruled religiously and politically. These historical examples demonstrate how religions are legitimate and maintain political control. Theology and Law, Saudi and Iranian. Civil and criminal law reference the Quran. Religion in state legislation affects family and finances, demonstrating religious doctrine in public government. Religious studies can impact daily life and state policy, boosting religion's role in these countries' legal systems. Religious influence in modern democracies. U.S. evangelicals greatly influence abortion and LGBTQ+ rights policy. The BJP influences global education and temple reconstruction, with Hindu nationalism. The Israeli government upholds Orthodox Jewish traditions, influencing the Sabbath and cuisine. Religious groups heavily impact policy and national discussions in these countries. The Vatican and global politics. Beyond religion, the Vatican dominates international politics. Its diplomatic efforts to resolve global conflicts show its political influence. Migration and climate change demonstrate the Holy See's moral authority to influence world politics and foster peace. Religious leaders as politicians. Iran's supreme spiritual and political leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, oversees governmental and religious affairs. The Dalai Lama opposes Chinese control by defending Tibetan culture and religion. These leaders demonstrate how religious leaders affect national and international politics. Their influence reveals how religion impacts politics and culture, often controversially. Secularism and Its Challenges. France's rigorous separation of religion and state has led to debates about religious symbols in public, such as the ban on Islamic headscarves. Religious education and Islamic-inspired government policies have increased after the AKP lost its secular foundations in Turkey. These examples demonstrate the delicate balance between secular policies and religious rights in societies that value secularism but are deeply spiritual. Religious claims to hallowed areas. The Israel-Palestine conflict shows how religious claims can produce persistent conflict. Europe and the Middle East saw horrific wars caused by religion and warfare in the Crusades and 30 Years' War. Religious warfare affected geographical boundaries and cultural and religious landscapes, showing how religion unites and divides people. Religion and state politics. Rohingya and Copts show religious minorities' problems. The persecution of Rohingyas in Myanmar led to statelessness and global condemnation. Copts in Egypt face violence and bigotry despite their historical importance, affecting their political and social standing. These cases demonstrate how state politics can harm minority religious communities' rights and lives, often provoking international conflict. Interfaith dialogue and peacebuilding. The U.S. Interfaith Youth Corps and the Global Parliament of the World's Religions combine religious groups. These groups encourage dialogue to minimize sectarianism and boost cooperation. Successful interfaith activities show that shared values can promote world peace and tolerance. Dialogues foster social harmony and collaborative solutions to poverty and climate change. Political parties and religious agendas. Politicians exploit religion to gain support. The Hindu-friendly Indian BJP influences national policies. Evangelicalism influences the GOP's abortion and marriage equality policies. These examples demonstrate how religious perspectives can influence politics, law, and national policy, reflecting society's values and conflicts. Historical and current developments are examined in these expanded sections on religion, law, politics, and society. Religious education and state influence. Saudi Arabia's Wahhabi-based education system shapes its citizens' minds and habits. Religion may profoundly shape national identities, as seen by state-sponsored religious education. Unlike the US, UK public schools teach about numerous religions, encouraging tolerance and understanding. These methods show how government policy and religious instruction impact society and future generations. Religion in communist regimes. The Soviet Union and China banned religion to limit religious influence. China's restrictions on Islamic ceremonies in Xinjiang hurt Uyghur Muslims the most. This strong repression of religious identity is aimed at putting state control and unity before religious liberty, revealing how far governments will go to adopt secularism and maintain power. Religious media and political messaging. The U.S. Christian Broadcasting Network, CBN, mixes faith and politics to influence public opinion. Conservative networks influence political debate with religious content. Al Jazeera's Islamic journalism affects Muslims globally. Media outlets can organize religious feelings, influencing voting and public policy. The economics of religion. Religious groups benefit the economy through tax exemptions and tourism profits. The annual Hajj pilgrimage draws millions of Muslims and money to Saudi Arabia's non-oil economy. Italy's tourism relies on the Vatican's religious significance. These economic activities show how religion affects local and global monetary flows.